What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Real back in the video. Today I'm going to teach you how to beat imposter syndrome. So stay tuned to check it out. Peace.
Real quick, guys, don't forget to check out my website, 86visions.com/shop. Over there, we got everything you need as far as dope merch, pre-made logos, digital products, and we got resources to help you become better graphic designers. So if you're looking for that, check us out. Peace.
All right, so I moved to San Diego.
My first time being in Sunset Cliffs. It's beautiful. We about to walk down here. See if we can make it.
As you see, the new background, I am in my new apartment here in San Diego. Vlog dropping next week. But today I want to talk about how to beat imposter syndrome, because that was important for my move to San Diego. You know, I never really believed it was possible, never even truly believed that I could do it, especially as a freelance graphic designer. But the last year and a half, I just focused on rebuilding myself, changing how I think, changing the way I speak to myself, and just everything about me. All right, so imposter syndrome is defined as, imposter syndrome refers to an individual's persistent belief that they are not genuinely competent or capable despite the evidence to the contrary. People experience imposter syndrome often feel like they are faking their way through success in fear of being exposed as a fraud. I know how that feels genuinely because I've been designing for close to 17 years.
It's been 84 years.
Damn!
I've been an artist my entire life, but I still would go into projects and doubt myself and doubt if I could do it. Even though deep down I knew I could, my brain would not accept that, yes, we can do this. We've done this a billion times. We're gonna do it a billion more times. It's crazy that we've been conditioned to feel that way. Failures along the way, trauma along the way, things like that have conditioned us to believe in the negative more than we can believe in the positive. And that's gonna be something that you're gonna have to overcome if you wanna become who you want to be in the future. All right, so my biggest key to overcoming imposter syndrome is realizing I'm not that important, my G. And neither are you. I love you, you're important, but you ain't that fucking important. The world don't revolve around me or you. Things are gonna happen in this life. You're gonna fail, you're gonna fuck up, you're gonna take L's, but you know what else? You're gonna win. If you keep trying and you keep taking steps towards your success, you're gonna win. If you keep taking steps towards your goal, you're gonna win. So along that way, you need to celebrate those wins. Like for me, a year and a half ago, when I returned from San Diego, I said, I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna have my life together. I'm gonna lose weight. I'm gonna work on my mindset. I'm gonna do all these things. And when I get back to San Diego, I'm gonna be my best version. And then when I got here, I was like, oh, I did it. But if I would have lost and didn't make it, I would have thought about that loss for 6 years, 7 years, and would have just been beating myself up for losing. But instead I won, and I didn't even celebrate it. I didn't even acknowledge it. I was just like, yeah, we here. So I made it a point this time to celebrate my wins. Go out and buy me something nice. I went and bought me a nice little outfit. Y'all might see it one of these days. Your boy go put it on.
Boy, if you don't...
I just took time to celebrate it. I even wrote it down. I write all my wins down in this jar. I put it down in that jar and I made sure to celebrate it. I made sure to write down that yes, you won. You did everything you said you was gonna do. No matter what came your way, no matter what held you back along the way, your dad getting cancer, him going through chemo, you fighting to lose this weight, you fighting with yourself, you going to war every day with your thoughts and your beliefs and your, you know, overcoming who you were, overcoming negative relationships, overcoming everything that tried to stop you and hold you back. You did it, bro. Pat yourself on the back for overcoming that shit. Another way to beat imposter syndrome, self-reflection. I can't even lie to you. It was other people's success. And I wasn't like jealous. I wasn't like mad that they did it. I wasn't mad that they succeeded. I was mad that I felt like I wasn't succeeding on that level. When I first started my clothing brand, I looked up to guys like Johnny Cupcakes, The Hundreds, Classic, LA. Benny Gold was another person I looked up to. I looked at their design style, I looked at what they dropped, like their clothes and stuff, and I would always be like, damn man, I want to be like that. You know, why my clothes ain't selling? Why my clothes ain't doing this? And I would be obsessive about it. And I would doubt myself. I would look at my designs and be like, man, I'm not good enough to even be on that level. Meanwhile, I got people telling me how much they like my clothes. They're buying it. My brand slowly but surely starting to grow at that point, and I'm ignoring all that. I'm just looking at people who are selling millions of dollars worth of clothes and taking pictures of them sitting in front of a whole bunch of packages, and I really wanted to do that so bad. And what I didn't know about a lot of these brands, and I'm not talking about anyone that I mentioned, but a lot of these brands that have selling $1 million worth of merch, they have investors. I didn't have no investor. I had me putting whatever money I had left over into my brand after I didn't pay my bills, got me some gas, scraped enough to give me some food. Everything else went into my brand. I was starting from the bottom of the bottom, scratch. And I didn't understand, I didn't even acknowledge that these people got 1, celebrity friends, 2, investors, 3, they're in a bigger market than me. I'm in Oklahoma City. These people are out in LA, and they know everybody. They grew up over there, so then they know their friends are going to amplify them. My friends, we don't really know celebs like that, right? So what I had to learn was accept where I was, accept my journey, and embrace my situation. Stop comparing myself to other people, because you don't know what these people be doing. Some people don't even own their whole business. Some people own 50% of their brand. They didn't sold the other 50%, and they have a larger investor that's coming in and putting millions of dollars behind them to market them just so they can make $1 million. Meanwhile, you're doing yours 100% independent, and you just made a couple thousand. But the thousand, since I didn't make $1 million, it don't count. That's not how it works, my G. You should be proud of your journey. And this is what I had to learn how to tell myself. Be proud of who I am. Be proud of what I've done, what I've overcome. To look back on it and think like, damn, that's where I was at that point. I didn't pass that. I didn't lap that. I didn't did all this in this amount of time. That's crazy. Another way to beat imposter syndrome, affirmations. Y'all know I'm a big fan of affirmations. I like to talk to myself like I got some sense, okay? So I stopped talking to myself so negatively. You know, I learned that I am is big. Like I am, whatever follows that is such a huge, powerful thing over your life. It changes your brain chemistry, it changes everything. So be careful what you say after you say I am. If you don't want to become a failure, don't speak failure into your life. You know, and when you start to feel yourself talking to yourself like you're a failure, let it come to an end, because those feelings are going to end, and then get right back on your positive wave. You know, or if it's been going on for too long, try to cut it out. Try to say something to yourself. Try to go do something, go for a walk, affirm yourself in the mirror, write down your goals, whatever it is. Try to stop it, because that negative feeling, it's like a snowball effect. It starts off small, builds up, and next thing you know, it then controls your whole life. You don't want that. I don't want that for you. I definitely don't want that for me. Lastly, what I'd like to do, embrace my failures, right? So when my screen print company failed, I thought the world was ending. I had worked so hard to become my own boss, and then it failed, and I had to go get me a job. I was so depressed. I was so sad. I was hurt. But when I looked back on it, I learned so many things about marketing, and I ended up having to get another job, which then led me to another job, which was the most money I had ever made. And that job turned into a client that I still work with today, you know? So not all things end badly. It actually ended better on my terms, because the freedom from turning them into a client and then having more clients allowed me to move to San Diego. So I had to learn that everything that I'm going through is leading me toward my dream life, and leading me towards what I want in my life, and leading me towards all the things that I had asked for. Even though it sucks, even though it feels like it's the end of the world at that moment, it's really not. You know, every time you fail, there's a reason for it, and maybe you needed something, maybe you overlooked something, maybe it just wasn't meant to happen, but there was a lesson behind it. What you're learning is leading you to where you want to go. But I hope this video helps you out. I love you guys, and I appreciate y'all. New San Diego vlog dropping next week. I'm holla at y'all. Peace.